It is July 2nd, 2024. 48 days remain until the Democratic National Convention and 125 until Election Day. But 248 years ago today was a momentous event, the passage of the Lee Resolution, which called for the independence of the 13 British colonies that became the United States of America. This is the warning. The birth of the United States overthrew the king. Deeply embedded in the American tradition was the concept and the idea that nobody, not even the president, was above the law. Richard Nixon famously said that if the president does it, it can't be illegal. Well, President Nixon, wherever he may be, is certainly feeling vindicated today as the Supreme Court has laid out a roadmap for a president of the United States to assert power absolutely. It is an extraordinary day in American history, the day the president became emperor or king or Caesar. Let me ask a question. Is this an official act desecrating the Bible in front of St. John's Episcopal Church, the Church of Presidents, after ordering a gas attack on the rectory, inside Episcopal priests at worship, gassed, people beaten outside the White House gates by federal police without badges, without IDs, without name tags, without any identifying markings whatsoever? This is Erik Prince, former Navy SEAL, CEO of Blackwater. Let's imagine this scenario. The President of the United States, acting in his official capacity, invites Mr. Prince to join him for a discussion in the Oval Office. And what he says is that here is a list of people who have dared to speak out against me, who ran ads against me, who opposed my candidacy. And as a matter of national security, I'd like them surveilled. I'd like Blackwater to tap their phones. And maybe it escalates. Let's imagine that it does. Let's say there's a journalist Trump doesn't like, or a former member of Congress like Liz Cheney or Adam Kinzinger. If the president says, as an official act, to Erik Prince in the Oval Office, go beat that person or kill them because they're a threat to national security, and I've made a finding that authorizes you to be able to kill them. The reason is I'm not telling you because I'm the commander-in-chief and I don't have to. Absolute power is a concept that was rejected by the American founders. And this is so important to understand about these days that we celebrate. Now, 125 days from an election, the American people are called upon to stop something terrible that is gathering. What Donald Trump has promised is retribution, is vengeance. And now he is given a roadmap by the radical United States Supreme Court that has long ago lost its legitimacy under a haze of corruption and extremism. But he has been given a roadmap to persecute, to prosecute, to even kill. All of it sanctioned so long as there's a claim that it's an official act. The American president has become a Caesar. That's what the ruling is. Interestingly, conservatism as a tradition is about conservation, preservation. Yet, what the Roberts Court has done isn't just awful, but utterly radical. They have, in a stroke, undone core precepts of the American Revolution. In a day, it is all undone. A fundamental core value of the country, gone. And it happens at a moment where Donald Trump says an election is only legitimate if I win, if my side wins. What was his first reaction to being given a license to kill should he come back to power? It was to promise a military tribunal for Elizabeth Cheney. Donald Trump means business. He keeps telling us over and over again what he intends to do. And it appears there is no defense. He's ahead by 5 points. He is today in the strongest political position that he has ever been in the 9 years since he descended the escalator in Trump Tower. There is no plan to oppose him. There is no plan to stop him. The tens of millions of dollars of ads against him have been ineffective. His poll numbers have gone up. after the convictions, and there is no argument that has hit. And in fact, as we know, no argument that has been made. Donald Trump has stumbled into a situation where the stars seem to be aligning for him. And something is different now, different than 2016, different than 2020. A radical concept has been sanctified. If Trump does it and he's president, it's legal. It's an official act. The man who is always in a suit will claim that whatever he does is an official act. And what will be the basis to dispute the president from claiming his action was an official one while he's president of the United States? Justice Sotomayor said this in her dissent. Read it. It's true. It is exactly so. This is a day where the Supreme Court has vandalized faith and belief in what the United States was constructed around. The core premise, no man is above the law, that we don't have a king. Well, thanks to the Roberts Court and to the radical justices, we do. We do have a king now. Most presidents, if they had the power of a king because they have character, would be benign kings. But there will be a malign king, a menacing king, a malignant king. And that king is Trump. And every day he's a little bit closer to the throne. And there doesn't seem to be much standing in his way anymore. This is The Warning. I'm Steve Schmidt. This is The Warning. And I invite you to subscribe on our Substack, on our YouTube channel. Follow us. Welcome to the community.